Hello bookworms, welcome to another video. Today's book is one of my 12 books recommended by 12 friends. It is Interred with Their Bones by Jennifer Lee Carell. Let's see if I can get it there without the glare. This one is about Shakespeare. So this book is not, it is a novel, it is fiction, and the chapters are in third person, mostly from the main character Kate's point of view, and there are a few chapters, like 4 or 5, that are back in Shakespeare's lifetime, not from Shakespeare's point of view, from different people's points of view, like you're watching the scene. So Kate is a Shakespeare historian and director of plays, and her the other main character is Rosalind, and that is Kate's teacher, mentor, mother figure. Ben, who is soldier slash hired protector. Sir Henry is an older Shakespearean actor who is one of Kate's friends. Athena, I can never say her name right, Athena something. But anyway, she is one of Athena Lade, something like that, is one of Roz's friends, and Kate gets to know her as well. And Matthew, who is Kate's competition, sort of, like they're rivals, but he wants to be friends. Those are mostly the main. Oh, and Inspector Sinclair, who is the main cop. So it's kind of like a mystery treasure hunt adventure book, mostly set in our time. And it is about finding one of Shakespeare's lost plays. The actual play that they're looking for is one of the ones that has been specified as one of Shakespeare's lost plays, but in real life we have no idea where it is or anything like that. And the book the cover is just like one of those, like, pieces of, like, it's the edge of a skull and some books. The edge of a skull right there. Very Shakespearean, I would say. But anyway, I guess I can read the thing for you. A long lost work of Shakespeare, newly found. A killer who stages the bard's extravagant murders as flesh and blood realities. A desperate race to find literary gold just to stay alive. On the eve of the Globe's production of Hamlet, Shakespeare scholar Kate Stanley's eccentric mentor gives her a mysterious box, claiming to have a groundbreaking discovery. Before she can reveal it to Kate, however, terrifying echoes of the past break through to the present. The Globe burns, and a body is found inside, murdered, in the strange manner of Hamlet's father. Opening the box, Kate finds the first piece in a Shakespearean puzzle that sets her off on a deadly high-stakes treasure hunt, racing from England to Spain to America. An expert in occult Shakespeare, Kate knows better than anyone the many secrets, half-truths, codes, and curses surrounding his life's work. On the trail of a 400-year-old mystery, she soon realizes that the prize at the end promises to unlock literary history's greatest secret. But Kate is not alone in this hunt, and the buried truth threatens to come at the ultimate cost. So it's not one of my main genres. It was suggested to me for the 12 books by 12 friends by my friend Natasha. And I have mixed feelings about it. First off, the jumping back and forth, when we're in the Shakespeare time, I found that to be a bit confusing at some points. For one, there's a few of the chapters where you don't know, they never mention whose point of view, like, you know it's a lady's point of view, but you don't know her name. You have no clue who she is. All the names and the histories, especially at the beginning, because I don't know a lot of the old English titles and names and Shakespeare history per se. I found that a little bit confusing to keep the names straight, just like any book that has a lot of different minor characters. Like, say, Game of Thrones, where there's so many. It would have been nice if there was some sort of, like, index of some of the older names, like some of the dukes and duchesses and stuff from Shakespeare's time, because they talk about that a lot. There's a lot of references and going back and forth with history. So if you're really into Shakespeare and literary history and like old English history, you definitely find it an easier read than I did. Not that it wasn't good. The writing was superb. The pace was, I'd say it was pretty quick. It was a fast-paced book. It took me a bit to get into it, but once I did, I read it really fast. I read it in like a couple days once I got started. The characters were pretty well developed. You get a good feel for them and their backgrounds and everything, and their like attitudes and whatnot. There was definitely some twists thrown in, definitely some mystery, some betrayals. I found the end to be satisfying. There's definitely a finale to it and a wrap up and a little like afterward, like I can't remember how many months it is, like 6 or 7 months after they solve the mystery. They do a little thing for that, which is nice. There's still some stuff that they leave open-ended, but it's one of those things that in real life about Shakespeare's history, there's still a lot of debate, and I guess she didn't want to put an opinion on it, like what she thinks is the truth, because that could start a whole other thing with people who are really into Shakespeare. Like, they talk about it in the book, like there's actual names for the different beliefs about Shakespeare's life and who wrote his stuff and things like that, right? So I can understand her leaving that part is up to mystery because we have no real proof about any of that. Now, of course, the finding of the lost plays, we obviously haven't found those lost plays, but in the book, it's just a book. It's how she comes to find it, which is kind of cool. I don't know what to compare it to because I've never really read a book like that. I'm not really into... It's not my main genre. It's not like I'm not into it. I did enjoy the book greatly, but mysteries are not really my main genre, so I don't really know who to compare it to. But if you like those things, like I said, it was fast-paced. And I did enjoy the writing style. I would give it a 3 out of 5 star rating. It's a great book, great writing, likable characters. I didn't really find the plot overly thrilling. Like, I mean, well, I guess you could have had it where she didn't find what she was looking for. But most mystery books or treasure hunt books, they find what they're looking for in the end. So with that concept, it was pretty predictable. And how she set it up, like with the clues and stuff, you kind of figured out where she would find what she was looking for. I would recommend it. I did enjoy it. Like I said, if you're into mysteries and stuff like that, it is a good book. I would recommend it. You should check it out. I borrowed this from my library, by the way. It is not from the Kindale Library. It is from the Newfoundland library system. I cannot remember which library it came from, but I requested it and they mailed it to the Kindale Library here in Stephenville so that I could read it. And when I return it, it will get mailed back to the library it came from. So anyone can check it out anywhere in the province. But yeah, I don't think I'll reread it. It's not my style. But I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed experiencing something different from my normal reads. So thank you, Natasha. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.